Oh, hey, welcome to Papa's Happy Place. Thanks for coming back, guys. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my forged Czech Lager. This is a lager I made. It's in the Czech style, amber Czech style. And I cheated on some stuff, guys. It's not completely Czech Lager, but it's pretty good. So, I'm going to do the full grain brew day, and then I'm going to go off and we'll do a tasting at the end. But till then, let's do the intro, okay? All right, guys, this forged Czech Lager I did, I came up with this recipe from Grainfather and included 9 pounds of Pilsner malt, 8 ounces of melanoidin malt, and that helped me create that Maillard reaction, give me a little more caramel flavors. And then I had some flaked oats to give me a little more head, since I didn't have a whole lot of head retention or a lot of stuff for head. I was going for a Czech Lager on the amber style. In the tasting, you'll see where I'm going with it. I'm trying to get, this is my first attempt at the Czech Lager, one of the most popular lagers in the world, Czech lagers. They're very, very good. After I got done weighing up all my grains, I got them in the grain mill, ground them down. Now I'm going in a brew in a bag system. I can go pretty fine, so I went real fine on my mill so that I could get the most efficiency out of the grains that I could without getting into the stuck sport situation. And as you can see here, still kind of rough, but I got quite a bit of powder in there, some flour in there, which you see there, quite a bit of flour in it, which in the brewing bag I can get that, helps improve my efficiency, gets me a better alcohol, sugar concentration in my work, more alcohol at the end. Was trying to keep it nice and crisp, so that's what I was trying to do here. Once I got my strike water started to heat up, I added 4.4 ounces of calcium chloride, 0.64 ounces of Epsom salt, and 0.64 ounces of gypsum. Trying to keep it kind of light here, guys. I'll probably need to adjust for the next one. You'll need to adjust your water for your profile. Alright, get my strike water ready here, and I need 4.2 gallons of reverse osmosis water. And what I'm doing is I'm going to add my salt and everything to the water, get 4.5 gallons up, and that will be my strike water, what I'll add into my grains. Once I'm done with that, then I start getting my sparge water ready while I mash. And all of the information will be in the description in the bottom for my Brewfather. The mash on this one, I actually is 155. I brought my strike water up to 170. Put my grains and everything in my cooler. Mashed at 155 for 1 hour. After it got finished with the hour, then I went to a mash out, changed some of that water out, added my sparge water, and got it up to 170 degrees. Drained it all out of the cooler and back over into my boil tin. So alright, after I got it moved over into my boiler, I heated it up, got it up close to my boil, and you're seeing here I stir pretty vigorously. I don't use any firm cap. Pretty vigorous on my stir, get it to the point where I don't boil over. And then once it starts boiling, I added my first addition of hops, 1 ounce of Azaka, which is a pretty strong alpha acid hop. I got that so I can use it on my on my first boil, and then 15 minutes I added another 3/4 ounce of Saaz, which is traditional Czech, and then when I got right at the end of the boil, I added another 1.25 ounces of Saaz, and then I went into added some Moral Flock and some yeast nutrient too at that 15 minute, and then I went into my whirlpool, cooled it down, got it down around 170, got it in my cooler, let it cool off. I don't use a cooling method right now other than just putting the lid on, letting it cool overnight. While I was finishing up my boil, I started getting everything cleaned up so that I could get ready to put it to the next day in the fermenter. So here I am getting all of my stuff sanitized and clean. I'm using some of that time when I'm boiling to put stuff in the fermenter, cooling down, putting stuff in the fermenter, getting stuff ready so that I can prepare for the next day, so I can get this thing fermented out. Once I got it cooled down cold enough, I dropped it off into my fermenter. I'm using all-rounder. I do push a little bit on my all-rounder. I get up 6-7 gallons because I'm fermenting under pressure, and I can keep that krausen pushed down. I never let it get too high. So here I am. I'm starting to drain it off into my fermenter, and then I'll pitch my yeast. My yeast is going to be a Luchakavike. And that Luchakavike is hot, she goes fast. This one fermented out in about 3 days. And then I let it set for about 6 weeks after I got fermented out. I did do a diacetyl rest for a couple days. Alright, being this is liquid yeast, I did create a starter, about a 1/2 gallon. It's one of the containers I got, so I'm working on something better. But I created a 1/2 gallon, got it all up in suspension, got my starter guide going good, and then here I am, just pitching the yeast so Steve can go to work and we can get some beer. Really like that beer. Okay, after all that time, I present you the forged Czech Lager. Now, I have poured more than this one, but this is one I'm doing for the video, so here you go, guys. That's forged Czech Lager. Pretty proud of this one. Turned out really good. Doing the tasting right now. All right, guys. We're back. That was the brew day. We fermented this one out. Took about 3 days to ferment out with that Kvike real quick. But I let it lager for about 5-6 weeks before I started giving her. I tasted it. I'll be honest with you. I tasted it as we was going, but it had a nice, sweet, bready flavor. But I wanted to go for the lager, and I think we're getting there now. So it's been a long time. One thing about them lagers, you gotta let them set for a while. So, first thing, color. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's a gold and just almost a honey, dark honey color. It's beautiful, nice and clear. I got, I can see my hands through it. It's a clear beer. And I did use some findings, but I didn't get crazy with the findings on it. So, but it's good. So, looked like we got about 1.5, 2 head or fingers on the head. That's a good thing. We want a little bit of head retention. Got some nice lacing on the glass if you spin it a little bit. All right, smell. It smells sweet. Kind of floral. I'm getting some floral. I don't know if it's. I'm not good at all the odors and stuff, but I'm getting kind of floral. I'm not getting anything distinctive like I would like I have for a banana or something. This is just kind of floral. It's a nice beer. All right, let's go mouthfeel. Okay, should have went probably a little more crisp with my water. It's got a little, it stays on your tongue maybe a little too long. So probably kick up my sulfates next time I do it. It's not like it's bad. It's not like it's cooking oil. It's just got a little too lingery on the tongue. So I think I'll kick up the sulfates on the next one. Get a little crisper. That water. Now for flavor. Man, that's a great beer. That is really good. And I'm getting, again, some floral and nothing fruity, and maybe just a little bit of grain, a little bit of brown bread or something, but it's just barely in there. It's not much. It's hard to pick out because it does have that lager you don't want. It tastes like beer, but it does have just a little bit of floral to it. Just nothing that's really super strong. So if you're wanting to do one of these, I've got the recipe on my, I'll put it down in the bottom, and I'll have it on, if you put in the comments you want me, I'll email it to you. I did this on Brewfather, and on Brewfather, you know, it's got all of the ingredients and my water profile and everything I used. And again, I will probably be changing it a little bit. This one was let me look real quick what I ended up on my final ABV. My final ABV on this one was a 6.3%. So I started out at 1061, and my final gravity was 1013. It's an IBU 35, which is probably more of an amber dark for the Czech style. But I wanted to use that melanoidin malt so that I could get the Maillard reaction, some of those caramely flavors. And I think I got some of those. I'm getting some of that sweetness, some of that caramel through that Maillard. Now, I sacrificed color for a little bit of that Maillard and a little bit, but I don't think that that's out of style. I think it's still in style for an amber Czech. So, great beer, guys. Again, thank you for watching. I appreciate if you've got this far. I really do appreciate it. And make sure share this. If you know somebody that might be interested in some kind of a home brewing, I know there's kind of a stale, stagnant state going on right in home brewing, and if people might be interested in something that's, you know, pretty easy to do instead of going to the full complicated double decoction, all that, let's do a quick one. Let's do a quick lager that I can get done in a couple weeks. People can be drinking an outstanding beer. That kind of color, guys, let's share it. If you know anybody, and make sure to like and subscribe. I do have a Patreon. I'm getting that set up. I'm working on getting my website. I'm going to be probably putting out some kind of invitation this week for a contest, but I'm trying to go to 50, guys. If I get 50, then I'm going to do something for the crew, for people that have helped me. I'm going to do something, and I don't know what I'll do yet. I'm still working on that. Something I can do that anybody that shared a raffle or something. Anyways, thank you. Here's my outro.